Norman Fell's departure from Three's Company was a significant moment in television history. His character, Mr. Roper, was a beloved figure, known for his comedic interactions with the show's main characters. However, as the series progressed, Fell felt that the character was becoming less central to the storyline. He wanted to explore new opportunities and roles that would allow him to showcase his range as an actor. The creative direction of the show was shifting, and he sensed that his character was not evolving in a way that excited him. This decision was not made lightly, as he had enjoyed the success and popularity of the show. Nevertheless, Fell believed it was time to move on and pursue other projects that aligned more closely with his artistic goals. His exit opened the door for new characters and storylines, ultimately changing the dynamic of the series. The impact of his departure is still discussed among fans and critics alike, highlighting the complexities of television production and character development. The chemistry among the cast was a vital element that contributed to the show's success. Led by the charismatic and humorously talented John Ritter, the ensemble delivered a unique blend of slapstick comedy and clever wordplay that captivated audiences. The interactions between the roommates were sharp and insightful, making them relatable to viewers of all ages. Their comedic timing was impeccable, allowing for moments of laughter that felt spontaneous and genuine. Each character brought their own flair to the mix, enhancing the overall dynamic and creating a vibrant atmosphere that kept fans engaged. The combination of their personalities and the situations they found themselves in resulted in memorable scenes that showcased their ability to play off one another. This synergy not only entertained but also created a sense of warmth and familiarity, drawing viewers into their world. The show's appeal lay in its ability to balance humor with relatable themes, making it a beloved classic that resonated with many. Behind the scenes, the show experienced its share of dramatic twists. Suzanne Somers, the luminary who illuminated the first 5 seasons with her brilliance, found herself in a challenging situation. As the series progressed, monetary and ego-related issues began to cast a looming shadow over her role. Somers advocated for salary parity with her male co-star John Ritter, seeking a substantial share of the show's profits. However, when these demands were met with resistance from the producers, tensions escalated. The situation became increasingly strained, leading to a significant turning point. Ultimately, her character was rather abruptly written out of the storyline, leaving a palpable void in the trio that had captivated audiences. This departure not only affected the dynamics of the show, but also marked a notable shift in its direction, as the absence of Summer's character changed the chemistry that had been established over the years. The fallout from this decision resonated with fans and cast alike, highlighting the complexities of behind-the-scenes negotiations in the entertainment industry. To fill this void, Jenna Lee Harrison assumed the role of Cindy Snow, Chrissy's cousin, for a brief interlude in the beloved television series. Cindy's character mirrored Chrissy's, characterized by her bumbling clumsiness as she embarked on her college journey at UCLA. This transition brought a fresh dynamic to the show, as Cindy's antics often led to humorous situations that delighted audiences. Jenna's portrayal of Cindy was marked by a charming innocence and a relatable struggle to fit in, which resonated with viewers. Her character's misadventures in college life provided a new perspective on the challenges of young adulthood, showcasing the trials of balancing studies and social life. The chemistry between Cindy and the other characters added depth to the storyline, allowing for moments of laughter and warmth. Jenna Lee Harrison's performance as Cindy Snow remains a memorable part of the series, capturing the essence of youthful exuberance and the trials of growing up. Following Suzanne's departure, Priscilla Barnes entered the scene as Terry Alden during the 6th season. Terry was a registered nurse, and her character brought a refreshing dose of intelligence to the Apartment 2011 dynamic. With her arrival, the trio was completed once more, adding a new layer to the interactions among the characters. Terry's presence was not just about filling a gap. She introduced a sense of professionalism and warmth that resonated with both the audience and her fellow characters. Her background as a nurse allowed for unique storylines that often revolved around health and relationships, showcasing her caring nature. The chemistry between Terry and the other characters enriched the show, making it more engaging. Viewers appreciated how Terry balanced humor with serious moments, making her a beloved addition to the series. The dynamic shift brought by her character was significant, as it allowed for new developments and deeper connections among the characters. Portraying the old-fashioned landlord Stanley Roper, Norman Fell became a beloved character in the television landscape. His role in the iconic sitcom Three's Company showcased his comedic timing and ability to connect with audiences. The chemistry between him and his on-screen wife, Helen Roper, played by Audra Lindley, added depth to their characters, making them memorable figures in the series. The popularity of the Ropers led to a spin-off series titled The Ropers, which allowed Norman to further explore his character in a new setting. However, this decision brought about an unintended contractual quagmire that complicated his career. The spin-off aimed to capture the same charm and humor that fans loved, but it also created challenges in terms of contracts and expectations. Despite these hurdles, Norman Fell's portrayal of Stanley Roper remains a significant part of television history, reflecting the era's comedic style and the dynamics of relationships in a light-hearted manner. With the departure of key cast members from Three's Company, the show faced challenges that could have altered its course. However, the introduction of Don Knotts as Mr. Ralph Furley brought a refreshing twist to the series. Knotts, known for his comedic genius, portrayed Furley as a zany older ladies' man, infusing the show with a new energy that resonated with audiences. His character was not just a landlord, he became a beloved figure who added depth and humor to the storylines. The chemistry between Furley and the main characters created memorable moments that fans still cherish. Three's Company thrived on its unique blend of humor and relatable situations, and Knotts' presence was a significant factor in maintaining that charm. The show's legacy endures, showcasing the timeless appeal of classic sitcoms and the way they can evolve while still capturing the hearts of viewers. The contributions of each actor, including Knotts, helped solidify Three's Company as a staple of television history. The show also introduced a new landlord, Mr. Ralph Furley, played by the legendary Don Knotts. Mr. Furley was a zany older ladies' man, and his comedic presence injected a fresh and vibrant energy into the show. He sported flamboyant outfits with bright colors and patterns, which made him stand out in every scene. His mannerisms often drew comparisons to his iconic character Barney Fife from The Andy Griffith Show, showcasing Knotts' unique ability to blend humor with charm. Mr. Furley's character was not just a landlord. He became a beloved figure who brought laughter and lightheartedness to the lives of the other characters. His interactions were filled with playful banter and silly antics, making him a memorable part of the series. The dynamic he created with the other characters added depth to the storyline, allowing for moments of both comedy and warmth. Knotts' portrayal of Mr. Furley remains a highlight in television history, showcasing his talent for creating characters that resonate with audiences. The introduction of Mr. Furley brought new dynamics to Apartment 2011, significantly changing the interactions among the roommates. His character, played by Norman Fell, added layers of humor that enriched the show's comedic landscape. Mr. Furley's signature catchphrase, "Not tonight, Helen, I've got a headache," became iconic, often delivered with a mix of sincerity and comedic timing that resonated with audiences. This phrase not only highlighted his character's awkwardness, but also became a running joke that fans fondly remembered. His comical attempts at wooing the ladies were another source of humor. Despite his best efforts, the women he pursued often showed little interest in him, leading to hilarious situations that showcased his endearing yet bumbling nature. The contrast between his confidence and the reality of his romantic endeavors created a comedic tension that was both relatable and entertaining. Mr. Furley's interactions with Jack Tripper were particularly noteworthy, as their banter often resulted in laugh-out-loud moments that highlighted the absurdity of their living situation. The chemistry between the characters made the show even more enjoyable, as viewers looked forward to Mr. Furley's next misadventure in love, or his humorous clashes with the roommates. His character became a beloved part of the series, and the humor he brought to the show remains memorable to this day. The combination of his catchphrase and his awkward romantic pursuits created a unique brand of comedy that resonated with fans, ensuring that Mr. Furley would be remembered as a key figure in the show's legacy. As the show continued, the chemistry between the characters remained the beating heart of Three's Company. The witty banter, quick comebacks, and physical humor captivated audiences week after week. Viewers looked forward to the interactions between Jack, Janet, and Chrissy, which were filled with misunderstandings and comedic situations. Even as cast changes occurred, including the introduction of new characters and shifts in the landlord role, the essence of the show remained intact. The writing was sharp, and the performances were engaging, ensuring that the humor resonated with fans. Norman Fell, who played the iconic landlord Mr. Roper, brought a unique charm to the series. His comedic timing and ability to play off the other characters added depth to the show. The dynamic between the characters, combined with the clever scripts, allowed Three's Company to maintain its popularity throughout its run. Audiences continued to tune in, eager to see what hilarious situations would unfold next. During her time on the show, Suzanne Somers, who played the beloved character Chrissy Snow, faced significant challenges that affected her relationship with the production team. Her desire for equal pay with her co-star John Ritter and a fair share of the show's profits led to rising tensions with the producers. Somers felt that her contributions to the show warranted recognition and compensation that reflected her popularity and hard work. However, when her requests were denied, it created a rift that could not be mended. The producers ultimately decided to write her character out of the show, which was a shocking move for both the audience and her fellow cast members. This abrupt departure left a noticeable void in the trio dynamic that had been established, changing the show's chemistry and altering its direction. The conflict surrounding her exit highlighted the complexities of negotiations in the entertainment industry and the challenges actors face in seeking fair treatment. The introduction of new characters like Cindy and Terry brought fresh dynamics to the show. Jenna Lee Harrison briefly took on the role of Cindy Snow, who was Chrissy's cousin. Cindy's character mirrored Chrissy's clumsy and endearing nature, which helped maintain a sense of continuity in the storyline. Her presence added a new layer of humor and charm as she navigated various situations with her signature clumsiness. This character was well received by fans, as it allowed for a seamless transition after Chrissy's departure. Later, Priscilla Barnes joined the cast as Terry Alden during the 6th season. Terry was a strong and independent character who brought her own unique flair to the group. Her interactions with the other characters created new comedic moments and storylines, enriching the overall narrative. The addition of Cindy and Terry not only diversified the cast, but also kept the spirit of the show alive, ensuring that audiences remained engaged and entertained. With the introduction of Terry Alden, a registered nurse, the dynamics of the apartment shifted in a refreshing way. Terry brought a unique perspective that balanced the often chaotic and zany nature of her roommates. Her intelligence and level-headedness provided a stabilizing force, making her an essential part of the trio. The interactions among the characters became richer and more engaging with her presence. Terry's ability to navigate the ups and downs of life in the apartment added depth to the storyline. Viewers found themselves drawn to her character, as she often served as the voice of reason amidst the humorous antics of her friends. The chemistry among the roommates flourished, and with Terry's arrival, the trio felt complete once again. This new dynamic allowed Three's Company to continue delighting audiences, showcasing the importance of friendship and understanding in a lively living situation. The show thrived on the balance of personalities, and Terry's character was a key element in maintaining that harmony. The show was actually an American adaptation of the British sitcom Man About the House, which ran from 1973 to 1976. The British original featured a unique blend of humor and character development that resonated with audiences. It focused on the lives of a young man living with two women, exploring themes of friendship, romance, and the complexities of living together. When the American version was created, it achieved great success, capturing the essence of the original while making adjustments to suit American tastes. The producers effectively recreated the concept for a U.S. audience, introducing new characters and storylines that appealed to viewers. However, some argue that the British original had a more multi-dimensional approach, offering deeper character exploration and social commentary. Despite these differences, both versions have their own charm and have left a lasting impact on television comedy. The adaptation process highlights how cultural nuances can shape storytelling while still maintaining core themes. After Suzanne Somers' exit from the show, the atmosphere among the cast members shifted significantly. Her departure created a rift between her and her co-stars, John Ritter and Joyce DeWitt. During the crucial 5th season, the tension was palpable, leading to Suzanne filming her scenes separately from John and Joyce. This separation highlighted the ongoing conflicts that had arisen, making it clear that the relationships had become strained. However, as time passed, the initial animosity began to fade. Suzanne took steps to mend the relationships with both John and Joyce. Through communication and understanding, they were able to reconcile their differences. This process of making amends was not easy, but it was essential for the well-being of the cast and the show. Ultimately, the trio managed to restore their friendship, demonstrating that even in the face of challenges, it is possible to rebuild connections and move forward together. Following her time on the show, Suzanne Somers pursued various roles in television and film, showcasing her talent and versatility as an actress. However, her career was not without its challenges, particularly stemming from her contract dispute that highlighted the ongoing issues of pay equity in Hollywood. Interestingly, her quest for equal pay seemed to resonate within the sitcom world. In a notable turn of events, Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams, the stars of Laverne and Shirley, managed to secure significant raises shortly after Susan's demands became public. This development was perceived by many as a direct response to the situation surrounding Suzanne, emphasizing the broader struggle for female actors in the industry. The message was clear: networks were often hesitant to grant similar concessions to women, reflecting the systemic issues that persisted in the entertainment landscape. Despite these hurdles, Suzanne continued to navigate her career, taking on diverse roles that allowed her to remain a prominent figure in the industry. After Three's Company, Joyce DeWitt chose a different path in her career. While she made occasional appearances in stage shows, she continued to act alongside some notable names in the industry. However, her life took a turn towards a quieter existence. DeWitt decided to settle in New Mexico, where she embraced a more relaxed pace of life. This change allowed her to step back from the spotlight and enjoy the simple pleasures that come with a slower lifestyle. In New Mexico, she found a sense of peace and fulfillment that contrasted with the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. Her choice reflects a desire for balance and tranquility, showing that success can also mean finding happiness outside of fame. DeWitt's journey highlights the importance of personal choices and the different paths one can take after a successful career in entertainment. After their time on Three's Company, Jenna Lee Harrison and Priscilla Barnes embarked on their own unique paths in the entertainment industry. Jenna Lee Harrison, who joined the cast later in the series, continued to pursue acting. She took on various roles in television and film, showcasing her talent in different genres. Her career included appearances in popular shows and movies, allowing her to build a diverse portfolio. Meanwhile, Priscilla Barnes also had her own journey after leaving the show. She explored various opportunities in the entertainment field, which included acting, modeling, and even some work behind the scenes. Barnes became known for her versatility and was able to carve out a niche for herself in the industry. Both actresses demonstrated resilience and adaptability, proving that their time on Three's Company was just one chapter in their ongoing careers. Their individual pursuits highlight the different paths actors can take after a significant role in a beloved series. Stanley Roper, played by Norman Fell, enjoyed a new chapter in his television journey with a spin-off titled The Ropers. In this series, Stanley and his wife Helen Roper relocated to sunny California. Their new home placed them right next door to a real estate agent, providing fresh comedic situations for the couple. The initial reception of The Ropers was promising, with viewers eager to see the beloved couple in a new setting and situation. However, the show soon faced challenges that would prove difficult to overcome. A significant change in its time slot disrupted the show's momentum, and viewership began to decline. Despite its strong beginnings, these challenges ultimately led to its cancellation after just one season. Fans of the original series were left wishing for more adventures with Stanley and Helen as they navigated life in California. Though The Ropers had potential, the struggles in its later phase showcased the difficulties of sustaining a television series in a competitive landscape. Interestingly, Fell's contract stipulated that he could return to Three's Company if The Ropers didn't succeed. However, due to the contractual intricacies, that return never materialized. This left a notable gap in the show, but it also opened the door for Don Knotts, who played Mr. Furley. Knotts brought his comedic genius to the series, transforming Mr. Furley into an iconic character in his own right. His memorable performance added a delightful layer of humor to the show, making him a beloved figure among fans. Mr. Furley's quirky personality and humorous interactions with the main characters provided a fresh dynamic that kept audiences engaged. Knotts' ability to deliver punchlines and his unique comedic timing contributed significantly to the overall charm of the series. The transition from The Ropers to Mr. Furley showcased how a change in characters could still maintain the show's appeal, proving that sometimes unexpected changes can lead to delightful outcomes. Reflecting on the legacy of Three's Company brings back fond memories of the quirky dynamics in Apartment 201. The chemistry between the three main roommates, Jack, Janet, and Chrissy, created a delightful blend of humor and heart. Each character brought their unique charm to the show, making it a beloved classic. Jack's comedic timing and charm, Janet's practicality and warmth, and Chrissy's bubbly innocence made for a perfect trio that resonated with audiences. When it comes to the landlords, Mr. Roper and Mr. Furley both had their own distinct styles that added to the show's humor. Mr. Roper, with his grumpy demeanor and witty one-liners, often found himself in hilarious situations with the roommates. On the other hand, Mr. Furley, played by Don Knotts, brought a more whimsical and goofy energy to the role, often leading to laugh-out-loud moments. Choosing between the two can be tough, as each contributed significantly to the show's charm. The nostalgia of Three's Company continues to evoke laughter and warmth, reminding us of simpler times and the joy of